Spurge here, and in this video we are going to break down the all-new Dainese Super Speed 4 Perforated Jacket. Now this is the top of the line piece of leather in Dainese's jacket lineup. Really what we're looking at here is this is coming around the $900 price point. This is about a $50 increase from the previous version. Some key changes that we're going to walk through, but really the too long didn't read is if you are looking for the absolute best leather jacket that you can get from Dainese before you start getting into airbag technology and things like that, this is going to sit at the top of their food chain. So let's start off by talking about sizing. Old Pat Stanky Ass McHugh on my left hand side. And quick sidebar here, the new nickname for Pat does come from the fact that he apparently has decided that he's not going to wash his hockey gear during the entire season, and the smell here in the studio is pungent. However, he is wearing a brand new clean jacket that smells delightful when you open it up from its wrapper. He is in a size 56. Pat stands at 6 feet tall, weighs in at 220 pounds, 44-inch chest. Size 56 correlates perfectly with Dainese's size chart. So as long as you're using the size chart, you should have no surprises with the sizing on this. Sizes will range from a 44 up to a 62. Two colors are available here. So when we're looking at the Super Speed 4 Perforated, really some of the key changes that we've seen here. If you remember back to the old version, Dainese had included this S1 stretch material all the way up around the collar, and it just kind of made the jacket sit in kind of a bulky, less than flattering way. So they've removed that. They've gone back to a perforated leather. They still have the stretch, which works its way down the front of the arm and underneath, giving you that range of motion. We'll talk about the accordion stretch in the back in just a moment, but that perforation to the leather allows a massive amount of airflow. When we're looking at the perforation for this, it is localized perf, doesn't go all the way up to the stitching seam, so you're getting a massive amount of airflow, but you're not jeopardizing the integrity of the leather from a stitched standpoint. CE AA for abrasion on this particular jacket. Working its way down the side, the shoulder sliders are replaceable. If you go down in a crash, you're still going to see the S1 stretch coming all the way down the inside of the sleeve. The new Dainese logo, put your hands together there, my friend. Put those, yeah, little Power Ranger, two fists. The Dainese on one side is completed by the Dainese logo on the other. So when you're in maybe a sport bike riding position, that's intended to kind of give you that full Dainese reach all the way around. We'll talk about the elbow sliders and the removable pucks in just a moment when we strike the riding position. The one note that I want to say here is that the armor in this on the shoulder is going to be the CE1 Pro armor, and then the armor in the elbow is the old style CE1 composite armor from Dainese. I will call this out as the biggest miss of the jacket. This is a $900 top of the line jacket from Dainese, and it's using CE1 armor, not CE2. Now, we did talk to Dainese reps about this. They said that really what they found was when they were talking to their customers preferred the old style CE1 armor from a comfort standpoint, but with the evolution that we've seen with CE level 2 armor, from a comfort standpoint, I don't necessarily know if I agree with that statement. I would love to see CE level 2 armor included in a jacket coming in at this price point. Taking a look at the sleeves, simple zip up design. Nothing really overly complicated there. Like I said, the real change is in the way that the logo works in the dual fist position whilst on a sport bike. Taking a look down the front, you're going to have leather overlay for the Dainese Demon Head, and that is a textured design. Really cool overlay here. I like this. I think that, what we've seen for a while is a trend to kind of get away from the stitched overlays to cut down on complication and cost. I like the fact that you've got a stitched piece of leather coming in here. When you put the jacket together, it just really kind of harkens back to more of a vintage kind of aesthetic with stitching things on the leather jacket. So personally, it's a simple touch, but I like the fact that that's stitched in there. Like I said, massive amount of perforation, dual hand warmer pockets, and then just a little bit of the S1 stretch down at the base of the jacket. McHugh, strike the riding position for me. On the back of this, you're going to have not just accordion stretch in the leather, but then also this S1 stretch that comes all the way to the back. It does bear mention that the leather that they're using in this jacket is the D-Skin leather. This is their top of the line leather that they have in their lineup. And again, in conjunction with that S1 stretch that's been reduced from the previous version, you're getting a perfect range of motion with a really great hand to the leather. Got a little pop reflective on the bicep on this. And then we talked about the sliders. You do have a removable elbow slider as well as a non-removable metal slider on the base of this. So this is the one that you want to, go full on Marc Marquez on the ground with. This is just in the event that you're sliding across the asphalt, it just helps to keep things moving. But that one's not replaceable. Shoulder and the exterior elbow puck are replaceable. You have a dual snap position at the base on this, and again, you can see the little micro elastication that Dainese is known for working its way down the side in addition to the S1 stretch. Go ahead and face backwards for me. So taking a look at the top, what I like about the collar on this is where the full leather kind of stops. You get this comfort collar on the back, so if you are more of a full tuck position, you're not going to have the jacket fighting against you. Small speed hump here. If you're looking at the Dainese line, like we said, the super speed sits at the top. You get that small little race hump in a leather jacket. If you want to take a step down, you could look at the Racing 4. The Racing 4 has some different materials. It loses the speed hump, but that jacket is coming in around the $650 price point. So again, if this is a bit too steep for you, you could take a look down at the Racing 4. You're just not going to have the speed hump on the back. This is that same material that we saw on the front. It's a bit of a new material that we've seen from Dainese. It's not stretchy, it's not leather, but the one nitpick that I have with this is it just kind of adds a little bit of bulk and kind of a tuckness to the leather. I would love to see if this was just a straight leather backing with that perforation. Back protector not included, no surprises there. Would definitely recommend adding a back protector before using the jacket. Dainese logo, again, stitched leather onto the back of the jacket. I love this. I love the stitched demon head logo on the top. It is going to have a full circumference zipper, so you can match this up with a pair of Dainese leather pants and go with a two-piece race suit. Keep in mind when we're talking about two-piece race suits, if you buy a two-piece race suit, sometimes that's where the jacket isn't designed to be worn by itself. However, if you're buying a standalone jacket and adding the pants in, you can wear the jacket by itself with a pair of riding jeans, or if you're looking for a get you to the track option or just maximum protection on the street, you can then zip together with the leather pants in Dainese's line. Sir, go ahead and face forward, unzip for me. Taking a look at the inside, you're gonna have two different combinations of mesh. You're gonna have the 3D mesh, which really does help to promote airflow from all that perforation, and then just the older style mesh from a comfort standpoint. Mr. McHugh is just wearing this with a t-shirt on, extremely comfortable. You can add a chest protector to this as well. That's what the zip pockets are for here. And then you are gonna have just some drop down pockets on the left side. Like I said, it's full circumference zip if you wanna match this up with a pair of pants to give yourself a two-piece option. Sir, you can go ahead and zip up for me. So really when we're looking at this, top of the line in Dainese's food chain for the Super Speed 4. Some minor nitpicks are still just around the material on the back being a bit bunched up. I would have loved to have just seen a straight leathered back panel. And then CE Level 1 armor in a jacket at this price point in 2023, probably a bit of a miss. Would love to see Dainese upgrade that to CE Level 2 armor from a protection standpoint. If you want more information on this particular jacket, you can always check out the individual product page for this. You can do that by clicking the info button on your desktop and mobile device. That will have all the detailed breakdown information about the jacket as well as rider reviews. So you can get other riders' feedback from people that are already out there putting this jacket through its paces on a motorcycle. And if you're not sure as to which jacket is right for you and your riding style, you can always reach out to one of our customer service reps and they can help you find the right jacket to match with your riding style as well as your budget. I want to thank you for joining old Stankass and myself for this first look at the Dainese Super Speed 4 Perforated Jacket. Enjoy the ride.